Hi guys, my name is Eric from HHH Roofing, and today we're going to be doing a case study on a Sonic we just finished. So it's going to be a new series that we're going to be doing where we take our past jobs and we do case studies explaining the issues, the problems, our solutions. So if you have a very similar building or if you have that problem, maybe these videos can help you out. Now, real quickly with the job overview, so this was a fast food restaurant, a Sonic, you're very familiar with them. A lot of the roofs are very similar from Sonic to Sonic to Sonic. This one here had 1,400 square feet of decking, not including the parapet walls. It was a flat roof, and we replaced it with a Duro-Last roof system. It was a roof overlay. But real quickly jumping into the problems that the owner was having here. So we came out here originally in January to go out there for an inspection. Now this Sonic here, they had a lot of leaks throughout the entire building. It wasn't just in one area. It was very spread from the bathroom to the kitchen, to the hallway, to the front of the building. So it wasn't just one problem. It was multiple different problems. The roof is getting older, but they just weren't doing the proper maintenance required to get the most out of this roof here. We found different areas where they applied coating, but then the coating was starting to peel and crack. And then underneath the coating, you know, if you don't solve the issue, once the coating starts to crack and peel and water gets in, it's going to start leaking like it was originally. They had areas where the torch I was able to pull up, the seams were just opening up. So water was being trapped underneath there. And then with a lot of these flat roofs, ponding water is very common. We try to minimize it as much as possible, but sometimes you can't change the roof deck. And the only way to fix the ponding water is to increase insulation, but that definitely does, you know, drive up the cost here. With this roof here, the ponding water wasn't a major issue, but again, flat roofs, if you have any areas where there's openings, ponding water will leak in the building. So now that we know what the problems that the owner had, let's talk about the solutions that we gave them. So with this roof, because it was a torch roof, we are still able to repair it. I let them know that the roof is definitely a lot older. It did lack maintenance, but we can still repair. We were able to, you know, put torch along the seams that are opening up to try to stop some of the leaks, and we gave them a couple different options here. But with the repairs, I let the owner know that our repair is going to minimize the leaks. We're going to go out there and do the best that we can, but I can't give you a warranty for the whole entire roof. For repairs, we typically give a 1-year warranty, 3-year warranty, 5-year warranty. It really depends on the type of repair that we're doing. But in this case, because the leaks were really spread out everywhere, it's just one of those situations where we can fix it, but there's a lot of problems with the roof. And once we fix those problems, new problems arise because it's getting older, it's lacking maintenance. So we let them know that any repair that we do right now is going to try to minimize the leaks, but there is no guarantee, no warranty that we can offer. And even if we repair the areas that are causing problems, overall the roof is going to get older and it's going to have to be replaced eventually. So for that reason, because the repair didn't make sense and it was costing in the thousands range, they ultimately decided to go with a new roof. So talking about the new roof, they had a couple different options for roof replacements. We had the option to remove everything down to the decking and install a new roof, or we had the option to do a roof overlay. Here in Houston, we're allowed up to 2 roofs per building code requirements. They're trying to keep their costs as low as possible. So for that reason, I just recommend the roof overlay because it was going to be the most economical. So it was a half-inch fanfold installation over the existing roof, and then the Duro-Last membrane on top, and then everything was going to be mechanically attached. So we used fasteners to mechanically attach the system. And then with the parapet walls, we of course used bonding adhesive to glue up the walls. And then we installed new 24 gauge cap metal. It was all made in-house. So yeah, it was a 40 mil Duro-Last roof system with a new parapet cap metal installed, and the project came out very nice. They were very happy with the job. Everything came out very clean, and at the end of it, it was a very good roof system for what they needed, and it fit their budget that they're looking for. All right, so now let's talk about project execution. This job took us about 4 days to complete. It was about 2 days of the Duro-Last installation itself and about a day and a half of the parapet cap metal. Wasn't a very long job to install itself. We got all the material, the roofing system from Duro-Last, from Dallas. The cap metal, like I said, we did manufacture it ourselves. And then installation day took about 4 days. So from start to finish, I believe we got the request in January to do the roof inspection, and we completed the roof in February. And then at the end of it, we got a 15-year NDL warranty with Duro-Last, of course, per their inspection. So yeah, it really was a simple job, not much to it, but this kind of gives you an idea of what a roof overlay looks like, of what a new Duro-Last system with new cap metal looks like. And again, it isn't as costly as you might think. And as you can see here are the before and after pictures. Again, I just think the roof came out very nice. Beautiful roof, great, amazing job. And we actually went out there the day after rain, and it really didn't have any ponding water. Everything drained very well. So yeah, great project, great execution. As you can see in the photos, what the project looked like. This is definitely, this type of system, Duro-Last, I recommend a lot for fast food restaurants. It's very common with, Sonics, with your Jack in the Boxes, with your Whataburgers. Really, any system that you have a very tight area and you're looking for a new roof, I really do recommend Duro-Last. It works well because of the grease. The greaser units really eat up the membrane, but Duro-Last PVC holds up very well. So if you have a fast food restaurant, or if you have a gas station, and you have maybe some greasier units and you're looking for a new roof system, I really would recommend a Duro-Last roof system. It's a great option. It holds up very well, and again, is not as expensive as you might think. But yeah, hopefully this video helps you out. Again, we're just trying to help you guys out and showing you some projects that we do, talking about the problems that they have, our solutions, and then showing you the before and after picture, so that way you can have a better idea of what you're looking at. But if you have any questions about this job, drop a comment down below. We'll do our best to try and answer those questions. And actually, if you clicked in the link, we'll have a blog post that actually has more of the information, more photos, more descriptions of the job, so that way you can, if you're really curious about it, the scope of work breakdown, click that link down below. And if you have any other jobs that you're interested in, maybe you want us to talk about metal roofs or TPO, or maybe repairs on townhomes, any little thing, just drop a comment down below to give us some video ideas, and we'll put it out there. And lastly, if you have a roof here in the Houston area, or if you want to talk to someone about a flat roof system, give us a call. Our number is 832-458-1602. We specialize in flat roofs on our commercial side of things, specifically with TPO and PVC and torch. So that really is our expertise. Anything within that range, we're really, really good at this. So feel free to give us a call. We're happy to help answer any questions you might have and help guide you in the right direction.